Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today on the Real Estate Podcast. I am Todd Sumney, the Chief Industry Officer for HomeSmart International, and I'm so excited today to talk to you about our topic of the day. Today we are going to talk about presentations with buyers and sellers. We're actually going to do a three-part series. We're going to do the first podcast is going to be on what we have as far as presentation materials, and then secondly, how the 4 keys to actually winning every presentation. That's going to be the first podcast. The second podcast is we're going to dig a little bit deeper, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, okay, so what do we need to be saying? What do we actually say? And then we're going to dig into 5 key strategies or different ways that top agents are using our presentation materials. For example, some use it as a pre-listing packet. Some use it in print only. Some use it as print and electronic. So we're going to dig into those things into video or podcast 2. And then thirdly, the third podcast, we're actually going to dig in a little bit deeper still. And we're actually going to talk about, okay, how do I download and order this presentation? How do I get a print version in my hands? How do I get the electronic version actually on my laptop or my iPad? And we're going to walk through step by step how to actually download and use the presentations. So I hope you like all 3 podcasts, and without any further ado, we're going to dig in and we're going to get going about how to win presentations with buyers and sellers. Now, I know that I can be biased because I do think that at HomeSmart, we have the perfect presentation for all of you to use. I candidly think we have the best presentation in the business. So I want to take a minute and I want to tell you what we have for you so that you understand then how you can use it. The first thing is that we have it for you in 3 various formats. We have it in a PDF so that you can just download and use it quickly. We have it in a pre-printed format, so you can actually walk in the door, insert a CMA inside, customize it a little bit, and have a fully printed presentation to go over with buyers or sellers. And the third way, we have it in PowerPoint or Keynote for you to put on a laptop or an iPad or a tablet, and you can actually customize that and use that then electronically. So the first thing is we have 3 different ways for you to use it. But I want to take a minute and I want to talk about what we've created for you. So the first thing is, I want to talk about the printed version that we have and explain the concept behind it. We start with a really beautiful folder that has vertical pockets that go up and down on both sides. I love vertical pockets because no matter what you do, you're driving around in your car, you slam on the brakes, this slides around a little bit in your front seat, or you turn it upside down, the pages don't slide out and go everywhere. So it really keeps everything neat and organized with these thick box pockets that are vertical pockets. The next thing to note is we do have a die-cut cover on the front. This is actually a see-through diamond here, which no matter what you put in the back then of this presentation or page 1, it's going to show through the diamond. So some of our teams will actually put their team logo. Some agents will put their own custom marketing photographs or phrases there. A lot of our agents are actually using photography that is indicative of their local community, or they're actually going out and taking a photograph of a customer's home or a neighborhood and inserting then that photograph in there so that it shows up as right through the diamond on page 1. So that's we'll dig into customization a little bit later. The next thing is, okay, we break it into a left and a right side. We talk about, really, it's about you, your customers' needs and their home on the left side, and then it's about why you're the right realtor or why you're the right agent for them, and we have a business card slit for you to use right here down on the right-hand side. Inside of it, we have a 60-page presentation already pre-done that you can, again, just use right out of the gate if you have a printed version, or you can customize it and print your own. In addition to the print version, we do have this available in electronic formats. We have it available in a PDF format. We have it available in PowerPoint. We have it available in Keynote. What that means is you'll be able to use it on any notebook or laptop computer. You'll be able to use it on an iPad. You'll be able to use it on a tablet or any other type of tablet device. So use it electronically in your presentation. Continuing on, we really start with the 6 steps of selling your home. We talk about the 6 steps of buying your home. and then we really do, I'll dig in later into actually what we need to be saying and what those 6 steps are. But I want to give you a quick overview that it starts with those 6 steps, and then you start to ask your customer questions, you begin to take notes, and then you get right into the CMA. So I want to give you real quick in this session here, let's talk about the 4 keys though to winning every presentation that you have. Overall, I can tell you that 85% of the time, most agents are using a printed version. Most customers want a printed version, or they appreciate a printed version. So that's one of my recommendations to you, is to have a printed version ready to go and use it in your presentation. So the first key to winning every presentation is to have 10 pre-printed versions ready to go ahead of time. 5 of them to buyers, 5 of them to sellers. Now you can go into the Marketing Design Center, you can just buy these already pre-printed. They'll come shrink wrapped, already sent right directly to your office or to your home, and all you have to do is take the shrink wrap off, pull out the pages you don't want to use, insert a printed CMA, and you're ready to walk in the door with a printed presentation. Now, why do I want you to have 10 presentations printed ahead of time? And I'm going to tell you there's 2 major reasons. One is, some people call it luck. I call it when preparation meets opportunity. By you having it done ahead of time and having presentations ready to go, you can take that last minute call from a buyer or a seller who says, hey, can you meet me in a half an hour? Can you meet me later this afternoon? And basically all you have time to do real quick is to pull together a CMA, whether it be a buyer CMA or a seller CMA, and pull it together, and then you grab one of these and you run out the door. You walk in the door more prepared. So again, prior preparation basically helps you maximize opportunities. So I really urge and challenge you to have 10 of them ready to go ahead of time. I want to tell you one quick story about that very thing. I challenged a woman in one of the cities around the country to have 10 presentations ready to go ahead of time. And what she ended up doing was she ended up using 19 presentations in the next 7 weeks. And she won all 19 presentations using the printed presentation. And what she told me was, and this is the second reason why I want you to have pre-printed presentations. She said, when I had them pre-printed and ready to go, I pushed for more appointments. I've never had 19 appointments before in 7 weeks, she told me. She basically said, because I had them ready to go, I pushed for an appointment, or I accepted that appointment, and I really did try to give them out, thinking that maybe if I give them out more in volume, I'll get more transactions, but she didn't expect to win every one. But she said, by you making me have 10 of them ready to go ahead of time, I got more appointments in a 7-week time period than I've ever had before. So that, again, is where preparation helps you win opportunities. The second key to winning every presentation is to win with volume. So we have a 60-page presentation already prepared for you, like I said, electronically or in print. And what happens is in studying the results, we found that customers actually will weigh you, and they actually compare how many pages one realtor walks in the door with versus another realtor. So if you walk in the door with 60 pages pre-printed, you do a 30-page CMA, you have a nice 90-page presentation. Now, you're not going to go through all 90 pages. We're going to teach that in the next sessions here. But basically, what happens is 90 pages is more valuable to the consumer than 10 pages. So we've heard from customers that they actually deem the customer or the realtor that walks in the door with more pages to be more professional, more prepared, that they have more of a structure, they're more trustworthy, they're a better agent than the agent that walks in with fewer pages. So I want you to think about it for a minute. If you walk in the door with a 90-page presentation, and it's heavy, and it kind of looks robust and solid and very professional, and I walk in the door and I only have a 10-page presentation, who looks better? Who looks more professional? Who looks more experienced to the customer? So point number 2 is I want you to win with volume. I want you to use as many pages as you can. Let's say you already have a 10-page presentation done. Then stick your 10 pages in along with these 60 pages, along with the 30-page CMA. Now you have a 100-page presentation, and you're a very formidable force to be reckoned with in your area. So point number 2, win with volume. The more pages, the better. Now I've had some agents that actually tell me, well, I want to take all the pages out. And I really think that's a mistake, and I'm going to caution you not to do that. The third key to winning every presentation is customization ahead of time. You don't have to customize this. You can grab one of these and go walk in the door, insert the CMA, and walk in the door in 5 minutes and do a phenomenal presentation. But we've seen better results if the agent takes time to customize the presentation, and I'm going to show you 2 quick ways that you can do that. The first way is as we said before, we have a die-cut diamond on the cover that anything you print out and put in the back right here and slide in, it's going to show through the front. So whether you customize it with a team logo, customize it with a tagline, customize it with local community photography, whatever customization you use, the customer perceives it that you took time and attention to do that you are professional, that you're experienced and trustworthy, you know what you're doing, and that you're a better agent. A lot of our agents are going to Google Earth and they're doing a screenshot on their computer real quick of the home that they're going to go visit, or the homeowner's home, and they print that page out and they slide it in through this back window right here and have the customer's home actually show through the diamond. In some areas where we actually have very tight listing inventory, where 13 agents are going on a listing appointment, literally we've had agents drive by, take photographs of the home, put the photograph of the home right here on page 1, have it show through the front, and when they walk in the door and set the presentation in front of the customer, it's their home, and it just shows great attention to detail, great professionalism, and some have said, I won the presentation the minute that I showed them the presentation with the customization of their home right from the start. So I really encourage you to take the time to customize the presentation. Okay, so let's talk for a quick second about how easy it is to customize it electronically. The phrase I like to use is, let's customize it in the driveway. So you drive up ahead of time, you pull up the presentation in PowerPoint or Keynote on a tablet, a laptop computer, whatever you use. I like using an iPad Pro because it has a camera built in, and that enables some customization with photography very easily right from the driveway. So here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do, you click on this text right here, and you're basically going to say, edit the text. You can change the customer's name, the address real quick, and then you click off of it. That text is now customized. Now you can say, I want to insert a new photograph from a camera. And what you'll see is that the iPad immediately turns into a camera. If you turn it horizontally to do a landscape type photograph, you just click on the photograph right here, and it takes the photograph and then it says use photo. And so what it does is it puts that photograph right there. All I have to do is drag it up here into place. We put some anchors so it'll basically lock right into place for you. So you click onto it. Whoops, right here. Sorry, I stretch it, lock it right into place, and then I say view slideshow from the start. And right there I've got their customized photograph, and I basically do my presentation, and it has their photograph of their home. It's got their name and information customized, and I start to do the presentation, 6 steps to selling your home, 6 steps to buying your home. It's that easy to customize in the driveway or to customize ahead of time. So the third key to winning every presentation is customization ahead of time. So the fourth key to winning every presentation is always leave a paper copy behind. What we found is the customers want to review things after you've left. So what we recommend is, again, that you have a printed copy of the presentation and you leave that as a leave behind. You don't go through every page of the presentation, but your customer is going to do that after you leave. And when they do, they're going to compare you against every other realtor. They're going to weigh you against every other realtor, and you're going to come out on top because of the robust presentation that this is. So I hope you've enjoyed the overview here of the presentation materials that HomeSmart has for you when working with buyers and sellers. And I hope you see the power in the 4 keys to winning every presentation. I can tell you that agents who have forced themselves out of their comfort zone and have tried to use this on their next 10 appointments, and that's my challenge for you. Use this on your next 10 appointments, follow the 4 keys to winning every presentation, and I hope that you enjoy much success. Thank you for being here today. I'm Todd Sumney, Chief Industry Officer for HomeSmart. Thank you.